All right, I'm glad to see you all enjoyed basking in the glory of Lord Chair. All hail Lord Chair. All right. Okay, let's see what we're doing. We're getting some steel going. Has our power spun up yet? It should be at 1800 once it all gets fully spun up. Still kind of fluctuating. 1800, is that right? It was 1200 with 2 groups. So that's 600 per. So it should go up to 1800 once they're all going, I think. Yeah, I think it'll be 1800 once it goes. 1650, yeah. All right, we're gonna let that spin up. If it doesn't spin up by the time we're back, I have a water flow issue, but it looks like it's slowly spinning up. Okay. For what I'm planning on doing, Mark 3 belts, Mark 2 belts, Mark 1 belts. We have enough to get started, I think. Let me look at Mark 2 miners. If I can build those. Cased industrial beams and more of these guys. Cased industrial beams. I can make those myself, right? How many per? 10. So if I'm gonna make, let's make 40 of those if I can. Okay, we can make plenty of those. Beautiful. Make 40 of these guys. That'll allow us to make 4 Mark II miners if needed. Actually, I have a few of these in storage, don't I? Nice. Okay. All right, beautiful. Where are we going? How do I get down from here? Don't I have a ramp somewhere? Here it is. Okay, so I have some steel production already. Let's go take a look at that. I need to kind of look at the numbers, how much we're sending. It's 60 steel per minute for steel beams. For one constructor of steel beams, it's 30 steel per minute for one constructor of steel pipes. I'd like to get more than one of each of those set up, so that means we need to have 200 and something steel per minute if I can. Would be nice. Here's something you might not have seen, because this is new to me as well, Tamak, if you're there, is got a zip line now. Woo! It's a little worrying to me because it has like an electrical thing because I'm going on our power line. But it's a little awkward to use because it doesn't actually make you move any faster, I think, than just running, but it's still pretty fun. Alright, so how much steel we got coming? We have a Mark II belt, which is 120, but I don't know if this is actually a full 120 belt of steel. Let's find out. I have 3 of these guys. I have 3 of these guys, which is 45 a minute. $135 a minute. $135 times 2. So I could get a full Mark III belt if I can double this. I think that's what I want to do. 270 a minute divided by 90 would be 3. So if it's 90 for one steel beam and one steel pipe, one full Mark III belt would be 3 of each of those constructors. So that looks like what I want to do, which would be 6 foundries. So 6 foundries, 45 times 6. So that would be exactly 270 of each material a minute. If I change you to a Mark II miner, how much do you do? You do 240. So I need to overclock you to be 270. Is that one overclock? Okay, 270. Can I type that number in here? 270. Okay. So if I did a Mark II miner, 270 per minute, and have 6 foundries, I'd make this a Mark III belt. I think that'll be pretty good math for what we want it to be. This is going to have to split 3 ways. Let me get that set up also on the steel. Iron, I mean. Zipline, nice. You can span gaps. Yeah, you have to kind of jump for the gaps, which is a little awkward. Hang on, a power line is fine as long as you don't touch the ground at the same time. Oh! If I do that, then I get shocked, huh? Alright, so we need to do the same thing with the iron as we did with the steel. So I'm going to need a lot of steel poles is what I'm going to need. Steel whatever's. Steel beams. I need one more miner. I even have one more pure iron vein over here. So if I had another coal vein, I could even do more mining. But we're going to start with what we have right now. That's that. We do this. We want 270. 270 a minute. And that means we got to upgrade Mark III belts. All the way from... wait a sec. Did I just do the right one? This was not the right one. This does not need to be 270 a minute. This could be a Mark I miner. Downgrade. Sorry, bro. No upgrade for you today. You get the upgrade. There we go. And you get... God, I have all this iron ore in my inventory now. 270. Can I throw this anywhere? You guys are probably all full, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so... Mark III belt. Upgrade this entire way. I have 1,600 of these on me, thankfully. So, we'll see if this will be enough for everything. Ouch. Does it allow you to go up the line as well, or only down? I'm pretty sure it's only down. I think there's like a momentum gravity thing going on. I've yet to be able to make it go up. It's kind of like when you do this little slide thing. You can kind of slide when you go down, but if you're like going up a hill, like if I try to go up this ramp and try to slide, I just duck. So I don't think there's a upward motion on that. Or direction or whatever. Mark III belt. Okay. So that is 270 iron and 270 coal, which if my math's right should be 6 foundries worth of materials. Let's get the foundries set up and then we'll figure out how to pipe them. What thickness am I doing here? The middle thickness, okay. There. Exactly. Why do you think birds can sit on power lines? Because they're not touching the ground, huh? Okay. I never thought about it, honestly. Not something that has been something in my consideration very much in my life. Okay. So how do I have this set up? I have these halfway, and then middle. Okay, so that one's halfway, so then this one should be like this. There. And then this guy should be like that. Ooh, I got just enough modular frames. It's like I mathed it, which I totally did not math it. Okay. Good job, Pass Rand. You planned the power lines correctly for me. Sometimes Pass Rand's awesome. Sometimes. Not all the time, though. Alright, so 270 split evenly between 6 guys. How do we do this? 270 divided by 3 is 90. So 90. Okay, so if I do... I need to back this up a little bit. Basically want to have a 3-way split that splits into 2s. So that would be, where's the middle? 1, 2, 3. Middle would be right in here. So splitter. There. No. Splitter. There. Okay, so this would split 3 ways to a double splitter between each of these guys. So that would be... Where's the green line? There. And there. And 2 of these guys would be there and there. Those should be lined up. Are those lined up? How are those not lined up? Which one is right? I think this one's right. Centered on this pole, which is in the middle of them. That's centered. So I need to move these guys. Or are they lined up? I think you're 1 off. There. That should be lined up. Okay, cool. And those guys are not quite centered, so let me remove these. And I'm about to have a bunch of junk in my inventory, so let me throw iron and coal everywhere I can. Get that out of my inventory. Okay. Alright, so these belts I'm going to want to move. Yay for unplanned maths. Well, in this game you always plan for math, honestly. Alright, so... yeah, right here. Just throw the coal in here if I can. Nope, I can't. Okay. This is the one game where I'm like, okay, I can do on-stream math. On-stream math. I said this yesterday during FTL, when somebody mentioned doing math on stream. If the game literally has a calculator in the game, then I'll do on-stream math for that game. It's the only thing. It's got to have on-stream, it has to have in-game calculator for me to do in-game math. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of all these guys. This and this. Again, I keep wanting to make sure I don't have coal or iron in my inventory. You all can have all of this stuff. Come on. Oh, you're full. Could you please? I'm like quadruple clicking you. Okay. We up to 18 yet? 1800? Well, it's better. Floating between 1425 and 1650. I feel like it should be... yes, it got up to 1725. Alright, it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay. So Mark 3 into 90, so Mark 2 belts going to Mark 1s. So Mark 3 belt from there to there, from there to there, That will split 3 ways to 90 a second, which is Mark II belt. Sorry, 90 a minute, I should say. There. There. Mark II, Mark II, and Mark II, and Mark II. And then it's 45 a second each outside of these, which is a Mark I. The bottom one on the right, bottom one on the left, top one on the right. Does that look? That's not what I want you to do. There. Okay, I think this is looking good. So bottom one on the left. Top one on the right. Bottom left. Top right. Make sure these all look the same. Looks good. Bottom left, top right. Bottom left, top right. Okay. So there we go. Once these guys are all going, that's 270 a minute steel. And I need to combine all these for a Mark III belt. So I need to extend this up a little bit more. Nope, get these leaves out of the way. Okay, and we'll do the same thing with these as we did with the others, which is combine 2, and then 2, 3. Okay, so I'll start on this side. So mergers. There. Looks good. 2 guys here. There. This guy. There. Beautiful. And this is Mark I coming out, right? Because they're 45 a minute. Perfect. So Mark I. Mark I. So a little awkward because the outputs are not in the same place, but you know what? I'm not gonna let that bother me. Why? Because I'm chill and I don't let things bother me. Ever. I never get salty or let things bother me ever in life, ever. If anybody says differently, they're lying. Okay, this is Mark II because that's 90 a minute. 90. 90. Okay, let's see if there's any random junk I need to throw in here. Nope. Okay. And then Mark III belt going all the way this way. Mark III. And we upgrade this entire belt and we will have 270 a minute go into our base, which is enough for 3 of each steel things we're trying to make. 3 constructors of each. Okay, so that's Mark III. Make sure I'm going to the right belt. I want to make sure I'm upgrading the right one. Is this steel? Yes. So it is the 4th one up. I've got to totally upgrade the wrong belts, probably. So nice that you can upgrade belts this way, though. I wonder if there was ever a time when you had to replace the entire belt to upgrade them. There probably was a time in the development cycle where it was like that. No, yeah, I just did the wrong one. That one's supposed to be a Mark II. Okay, I don't want to mess up anything by changing the wrong belt. Mark II, that's a Mark III, okay. 1, 2. What's on that? That's iron, okay. God, trees are in the way. Nature, you're ruining everything again. Why you gotta ruin everything, nature? That's the fourth one up, okay. God, nature, when will you accept that you gotta just get out the way for progress? Get out the way! That one. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That one. So I did that one, and that's where it splits off. Okay. Who even needs nature? I know, right? Not me. Okay, so our steel is currently backed up because we have not that much construction, and I probably filled up on whatever our temporary builds are. Not completely filled up, but... So what we want to do is we want to get this steel up to the floor we were working on. So we get rid of this. We bring this across. So Mark III belt. Over to here. Over to here. And now I need to get this up. Figure out where it's going. So let's go in to our factory up to that top floor. Wonder what it takes to create indoor lighting. It takes quick wire, steel, and copper wire. It does require power. Damn, I was hoping I'd get free lights. I hope it doesn't use much power. Huh. Okay. So it only lights directly underneath it. I would say that's not amazing super dynamic lighting, but... Okay. That's something. Wow. I'd have to set up a lot of these, wouldn't I? If I wanted to light up like my entire floor. I can't even put it there, huh? What's it encroaching? Encroaching something under above it? Maybe, oh, I guess maybe it can't be too close to the other light. How much power does that take? Does it tell me if I go to Q and 2 megawatts? That's a pretty small amount. But if you lit up your entire factory, 2 megawatts, I feel like that would use up your power really quickly. So I'm gonna not quite go with that yet. Maybe once I have so much power I don't know what to do with all of my power, I'll set up indoor lighting. Daisy chain. Oh, you can plug the power of one into the power of the next? Okay, that's nice. Alright, so this is where we're going to be building this stuff. So it's going to be 1 270 a minute line that I'm going to have to split in a certain way. But it's only one steel line, so let's start with it coming in. How do I want to do this? I feel like I want to come from this backside here. So Mark III, there. Which direction you going? That direction. Okay. Is that the farthest it can go? Yeah, let's go that way. All right, so hopefully I can tell where that is when I get down to the bottom. Oh, if I hit R build mode while I'm on the lights. Okay, let me try that. Oh wait, R? What is R doing? Can't do that. But it looks like maybe I can just go from power line to power line kind of thing. Okay, yeah, okay. They did a good job of making this look very artificial lighting compared to the pure light of the sun. Still don't know that I want to use it, but that's cool. We know we have that option now. Oh, you were correcting yourself. Ah, gotcha. All right, what was I doing? Ah, yeah, let's go get the steel. All right. Okay, so that is coming from way up there. So this guy right here, steel. Oh yeah, this works out quite well. Almost like I planned it. Spoiler alert, I didn't plan it. You know why? Because I never plan anything. All right, is that steel? That is steel, 270 a minute. Flowing right up. Beautimous. All right, so that should be three steel pipe constructors and 3 steel beam constructors. And I can remove all of my, temporary stuff down here. Let me actually get the storage set up first because I'm going to need to empty my some inventory here. So these guys are going to be one this way. I have a feeling, a very strong feeling, I'm going to want to completely change how I'm doing my storage. I like having one long hallway to grab all my items. However, with the way this is developing, and I like that, even though it looks kind of like a monstrosity, once we get to the bottom, it gets really cluttered. And I think I'm going to need to make it so that I'm going to have 3 lines of storage or something. I feel like I'm going to have to change my bottom storage. But future RAND problem. For now, what I want to do is I have a lot of reinforced iron plates. So, and we're even full up on those. So I'm actually going to recycle a bunch of reinforced iron plates. I'm going to grab everything out of here. We'll put those in a storage over here. Control click, there we go. Do a quick transfer of these items. So I can run through all the steel we got backed up over here. And also so I can just clear this inventory. We got steel beams for days right now, so that's nice. There we go. Okay. That's where those are going to go, and they're going to be backed up for a while, but I'll be able to make Mark III belts for a long time. And you want to do the same thing with my pipes that I have. These are not nearly as backed up, so I don't worry about that one. Basically, I just want them to run through the steel we have so that we don't have any more steel backed up there. Okay. 6th floor. Steel. So we went like a dark color. Almost a dark. Almost a black, like a steel gray. Because it's steel. Like that. And that's going to be steel beams, steel pipes, and probably I want to change the background for that. Background. If I do that, what does that do? That makes it even harder to read. Okay. There. What did that do? Oh, that's weird. It's got like a little grid thing. Okay. I thought there was a background color I could do. Oh, background. Is that the background color? If I do like a bright something. Bright white or something. That's for the background image. No, background this. There we go. 6-4, steel beams, steel pipes. And maybe I'll do something like that for the others. For now, that's at least it's legible. All right, let's go do the constructors. And once I get steel beams, steel pipes, I can then get industrial beams, and I think I'll be close to having the materials I need to actually get transport tubes going. I will need to get I actually need to get an active thing for my next unlock. All right, so this is steel beams. I mean steel, just steel. So 3 each of 1, 2, 3. So that should be steel beams. $60 times 3 is 180. At least steel going in there. And how about we go steel going here and have the output be the other direction? One, 2, 3. Steel pipes will be 30 times 3 is 90. 180 plus 90 is 270. Is that right? All right, should be exact. So I want a splitter, basically splitting up right between these two rows. There. What did I say? 180 on this, and 190 there. Yeah, 180. So that's got to be a Mark III, because 120 is a Mark II's max. One, 2. You need 60, so that'll be a Mark I belt. Do a splitter off of there, splitter off of there, there, Mark III belt going here. All right, so steel starts going into those guys. I haven't powered them yet, but I do kind of want to get the steel backed up as we get this started. That will help with the initial, oh, what's the word? Manifold startup backlog thingy time stuff. Thingy time stuff. Okay. And then these guys are each 30 a minute. 30 times 3 is 90, so it'll be a Mark II belt. Mark II belt going. 1, 2 there, and then a Mark I going into there. Splitter. There. There. Mark I belt into there. And there. Okay. I think that's good. Then we need merger on this side. How many you do in a minute? 15. Okay, so there, and then we got a merger here. And there, and that's going to be a total of 15 times 3. Only 45 steel beams a minute, but it'll be a Mark 1 belt's worth. Oh, is that in the center? That is in the center. Good. This is using 270 steel a minute, so I'm gonna have to get even more steel if I want to increase this production. Okay, and then let's get the output of this guy. So these guys are going to be 20. Wow, interesting. So steel pipes use less steel to create more per minute. 20 times 3 is 60. So this will be exactly 1 full belt a minute of steel pipes. Merger. Go, that looks correct. That looks correct. That's straight, beautiful. Bam, bam, bam. And let's get a storage right over here. Lined up with this guy. That is correct. Okay, that's right. Okay, and then we plug this in and get the outputs, and we got steel automated, which will definitely be a GG cookie time. Power lines. This guy. After I do this, I'm absolutely gonna check if my power is fully going, because if it's not at 1800 by now, then we have a problem with our water production, our water distribution or something. And that will be there and there, and that'll be expandable. We grab off of this guy. And bam, bam, bam. Wha-bam. And there we go. GG Milka time. We have steel automated in a not temporary fashion, in a more permanent typo fashion. GG Milka chocolate time. Alright, how's my power looking? Not good. Gets up to 1725 and keeps falling. I'm gonna have to go fix that. Well, let's get the outputs for this all figured out. I'll figure out why my water is an issue. I know what the issue is. It's water. It's always water. Okay. Alright, so we do our... Where do I have the output on this? Right is the any undefined. So just to remember, that's going to be those going up to industrial steel beams. There. These guys are exactly 60 a minute. If I have these go up somewhere, it would be this direction. So that would be left is any undefined. Oh, that's not a smart splitter. That's a smart splitter. So left would be any undefined. Center is overflow. Right is none. You go there. That's where it'll go. Beautiful. And this guy right in the center to go all the way over here. Beautiful. Steel pipe, steel beams. Okay. Now the outputs for them. What's up, Nietzsche? How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a great... What day is it? Thursday? I have to remember what day it is sometimes. Okie dokie. So stair-stepping down these things. And that guy's gonna go all the way that way and have to come across to somewhere. Okay. These are gonna both be Mark 1s. Gotta love that gaming schedule. Doing good. You finished your 2 days overtime. Now get to relax a bit. Oh, the gaming schedule of me not knowing what day it is. 2 days of overtime. Well, you have definitely earned some time off, that's for sure. Alright, I'm going to do the rest of those from below, because it's hard to see that from here. I really wish I had a jetpack right about now. Funk's old brother, check it out now. Do this for now. Okay, there. And there. And there, I think. Okay, we'll do the rest of those from down below. Whew. Okay, I almost died. That's what I get for trying to do control deconstructive things while floating in midair. Well, just depending myself on a thing there. Okay, well now I'm really glad these are stair-stepper down things because I could just walk down the steps. There's one there. Okay. Okay, I should survive that. Ouch, it's fine. Close, nice save. Well, good. Thankfully, we have this monstrosity here. This is to keep me from killing myself. But interesting how Satisfactory is such a big emphasis on storage. Okay. All right, so steel beams are going into here. Steel pipes are going into here. So the one on the left is the beams. So I need to get the beams into here. So how am I going to do that from over on that side? Probably with some spaghetti. Guessing with spaghetti. So we want the smart splitter to be right here. I think what we'll do is have it somehow come in from this direction. 1, 2. So probably somewhere around there. Hopefully that has a clear enough path to make use of that. Look how organized I am. Isn't this so organized? Oh, this spaghetti. Alright, so it's this guy right here. That one. Okay. And let's see, it's going over to there. So if I were to do something like 1, 2, I should see steel beams coming down. Okay, I think we can make this work. You don't think it has an emphasis on storage? More that storage is used for overflow while making the factory more efficient? Factorio, they say you shouldn't have buffers. You'll call that lifter thing the Christmas tree. Oh, that's a good description. It's the mechanical Christmas tree. Merry Christmas. Shogi, the defender of Christmas, approves. Alright, so the way I'm going to do this... Alright, so this guy is lined up right here. One, two. I want it right there, but lined up with that guy. There we go. Okay. I think that will fairly evenly get that between where I want it to go. Okay. No overlapping? Alright. It's a little spaghetti. Again, I think eventually I'm going to change, not this, but the bottom part. Because I like everything about what I have except this mess down here. I like the Christmas tree. The mechanical Christmas tree is awesome. I don't love what's at the bottom of the Christmas tree. All the presents are kind of a big old mess. But that will go where I want it to go. We have this smart splitter say center is any undefined. Right will be overflow. Yes. 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 Right will be overflow. Left will be none. So that should be steel beams that will be backed up, and the overflow will go back to our should be a Mark III belt. Our whatchamacallit? Is that already a Mark III? I think it is. Back to our awesome sink, I guess it's called. Okay, I think that's good. So I just need right here a merger. And I've been doing this for the mergers. And that's pretty clean, right? Looks pretty straight and clean to me. Beautiful. So now we'll start recycling all our extra steel beams that we're creating. With all the spaghetti I cook would definitely say it's looking organized. Thanks, chef. Wait a second. I don't think that was a compliment. I'm sure it was a compliment. I just didn't understand the compliment, I'm sure. You personally like using the frames or overhead conveyor lines? I have not messed with that yet. Maybe once I redo this bottom storage, which is going to be one of those things like that I'm going to say, oh yeah, I'm totally going to do it, and then I never do it. Once I do that, maybe I'll look into using those. Alright, do this. A couple flow out and a couple flow in. Okay. This is going to be the pipes. Right. I have a feeling for me to be able to redo the bottom of this, I'm going to have to wait till I convert from coal power, because I think this, I'm going to have to move all this, because I think what I'm going to need to do is have all this go straight out that way. And we have a big rock there. So, not exactly sure how I'll make that work. Maybe if I have it come down and turn back underneath itself, have it go under... That might be what I do, actually. If I set up my train station underneath here, maybe I have the storage here. I'd have to move all those. That'd be a pretty ginormous project to make it switch over here. But for now, everything's running the way I want it, even if it's a bit spaghetti. Even if it's a bit spaghetti, the end goal is actually what I want it to be. I have a long hallway of all materials my factory is producing, and I can go grab them easily. So I'm succeeding at my goal, just not as organized as I could potentially be. Alright, so now I need to get these guys, which are the steel pipes, down to the storage. So successful goal is successful. Successful goal is just not super organized. I'm making them all. Basically, yes. Basically takes the spaghetti and consolidates it and moves it out of the way with your frames for overhead conveyor lines. Okay. Alright, so my goal here. Let's go into here. I'm making a mall. It's just not a very organized mall. That was too tall. Does that look right? That's one space too short. It's so hard for me to see the vertical lineup sometimes. That looks right. All right, so I need you to go across and over from that. So I think the best way is for me to actually do another vertical thing that goes crossways right over to this guy. So let's set up that, if I can. How will I do that? Can I put a... I can't put a stackable on top of that, sadly. All right, we'll do this just so I get a line I can... conveyor belt I can line up. Was it 5 high? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think is the correct height. Is that straight? That is straight. Okay, perfect. Like a second cargo container to stand on? Yeah. Okay. I want this to go over here and have a nice curve. The problem is it's right on top of the storage. Can I? Yes, I can make this work. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm not going to be able to get this to have the perfect curve I want because it's on top of storage, I don't think. I don't think I'm going to get it better than that because of where stuff just happens to be. So I think I'm going to call that good. And then I need to do something like that, the overflow thing on this guy. It's going to be smart splitter right there. Center is any undefined, left is none. And overflow will be on the right. Okay, but for now I should see steel pipes going in there. Perfect. One, two. There's going to be a storage bin right here eventually, so I need this to be a little bit higher. Let me actually put the storage bin in place to make sure I'm not overlapping here. That should be okay, I think. And this guy will be right in the middle here. Merger. There. This guy here. How clean is that? It is pretty nice. All right, so that will be the overflow of steel pipes. The fact that I'm getting belts and vertical belts on top of where my storage is makes me really start to realize how how spaghettified and a mess and non-organized this is, but future Rand will fix it. What if we first span the conveyor over the container, then place a merger at the appropriate place so that the belt ends at a place where we can get a good curve? This is temporary, I say. I'm not gonna spend more time on this. I'd much rather spend time on automating other things than fixing this spaghetti. Because I'm pretty sure this storage, as much as it's functionally good, that mess is gonna have to be changed sometimes. So that's gonna be a major rework at some other point in time. So I'm gonna, as long as this functions like I want it to, I'm gonna call it good for now. Let me get the steel pipes I have in my other storage over here. That's Future Rand's problem. Ain't always say about Future Rand. F that guy. Okay, take those. I can deconstruct this. Get rid of all this temporary stuff. This temporary mess of stuff over here. Okay. This guy, take all those. I can zoop delete the stackers. Zoop delete. There's a zoop delete with dismantling? I don't know how that works. I know you can hold down control to multi-deconstruct stuff, but I don't do that because if you do that, you accidentally start deconstructing a bunch of stuff you don't mean to deconstruct, so. Future Rand, oh my god! What did Fast Rand do? Sorry, Future Rand. But I got other stuff to do. Ain't nobody got time to fix this stuff. Okay, we'll take one stack of those. Okay. Let me go throw some wood and leaves and stuff in random storage. And I need to finish stream in the next hour or so. So I'm gonna look at what tech stuff we can work towards unlocking. So we're getting close to, I could potentially get industrial beams. Industrial encased beams, whatever they're called, started. What's up, Golden PSP? You just started watching my Satisfactory, so you've been watching streams. Glad to know the clutter isn't just a noob issue. Well, whoops, I put the wrong thing in there. I don't know about that. I have a number of hundred of hours in this game, and I still feel like I'm a noob about certain things. No matter what automation game I play, there's always going to be spaghetti. I'll be honest, with this build, when I first made that stackable thing, I'm like, that looks awesome. I'm going to keep that. I'm not sure if I should still keep that because I feel like it's going to look awesome as long as I keep lining it up and it cascading down. The problem was once we get to the bottom of it, I don't have a good organization for the bottom of it. So that's what I'm going to eventually have to figure out, is getting that bottom part organized. And just for look-wise, what I keep doing is I do this. I set this up so I have the stair-stepping thing going and it looks, you know, it looks like a giant octopus or Christmas tree or something. And I build these things from so far away, sometimes it's hard for me to tell if I'm even lining them up correctly. 1, 2. So, there's our giant octopus Christmas tree of doom. You hold your mouse thumb button while holding control when dismantling. It will only select the first object selected. Really? F? So if I only want to dismantle a bunch of foundations, if I hold F, control, mouse thumb. Oh, cool. All right. It's in the binding settings. I will try to remember that. I'm probably not going to remember that, but thank you. That will be useful for future deconstructs. So many quality of life things in the game that sometimes I don't even know about. It's freaking cool. All right, I want to figure out my power. Before I figure out my power and why my water's not working, because it's always a water issue, let me get the next unlock going here. Hyper tubes. This is the last thing we need. All right. Just 300 of those and 550 of encased industrial beams. And I can make those myself. So let's just do those real quick. 300 copper stuff. Okay. Encased industrial beams, and we will have. Then we will have to get the complete phase 2 for the next unlock. But I might want to start getting hypertubes set up, honestly. Okay. So I want to be done between 3 and 4. So what do I want to try to get set up next? I think I want to get encased industrial beams automated as my next thing, because I'm pretty sure those are the material to make Mark IV belts, if I'm not mistaken. And I kind of already have the infrastructure for it. All I got to do is get my concrete sent up there. Jetpack would be nice. I don't know that I'm where I need to be for jetpack. So I'm pretty sure that's under the next space elevator unlock, which is that objective complete phase 2 stuff, which I think I have all the... Wait a second. Yeah, I can't make any of that stuff myself. I think that's purposeful. I think I have to assembler all those things. But one of those things, oh, automated wiring. Huh. Ah, stators. I'm going to need to get stators set up first. So these 3 things I need. It's going to be a while because I need to get stators, I need to get motors, I need to get these 3 things automated. So I think it's going to be a bit before I make that happen. Alright. You don't know why, but it feels like all the steel and concrete stuff deserves its own building. Okay. Alright. That is tier 3 done. And hypertubes unlocked.
Fixit Incorporated has processed and incorporated frequent Pioneer requests for pipe-based personal transport.
Pipe-based personal transport.
Introducing hypertubes.
There we go.
Aesthetic, adaptable, fun. Enjoy a view of your hard work as you soar through incredibly tight turns. Build them today.
I will. I will totally build them, but maybe not today.
Fixit Incorporated is not responsible for any harm caused by irresponsible use of this product.
You mean you're not responsible if I make a hypertube cannon and shoot myself across the world and die? Darn. Time for a hypertube cannon. What are the materials for this? Steel pipes, cased industrial beams, concrete iron. Okay. All right, I will need some more encased industrial beams. Let me figure out my power before I do anything else. Because these guys, you just don't have water, do you? It's got to be a pump issue. That's what it was before. Which is what these things are supposed to be doing for us. If both of these are full, I feel like I don't know why I'm not getting enough water. Okay, this guy is not full. But this guy is full. Which should mean I should not have any water issues with... Wait, is it this one? No, this one's good. I should not be having water issues. This is the one that's first up in line. Well, second up in line. This guy's got water. Why are you not getting water? That's half the fun. This is Roller Coaster Tycoon, right? Did I do the wrong number of water extractors? Let me check what I was doing before. Over here it was 2 water extractors and then a single one supplementing. So I did the same I did on the others, and the others are working great. Let's check if it's a pump issue. 20.8. Okay, yeah, we're exceeding its head lift by a small amount still. Damn. Okay, that means this needs to be a little bit higher. I think.
Relaying message. Hello, this is Paternal Figure. I have taken ill.
The hell?
I need your help to find a cure.
Is there a
a
summer sloop thing near me? Oh, there's one at the top of that ridge over there. It's random. Come on, crazy lady. Is there a thing right over here somewhere? Okay, let's see if that fixes it. This guy's at 13. And that guy. Do the water extractors actually lower the water level? No. It's water in this game is like coal patches or iron patches. There's a set amount you can get from them. Although water's like they're all the same amount in each patch. Okay, so that's not exceeding the head lift. So hopefully that'll fix one of the issues. What about the other guy? Are you having the same issue? 16.1. This guy's good. Although I feel like, even though that guy's good, that water pump, water storage wasn't completely filling up. My head lift looks good on all these guys. Water and pipes behaves like communicating containers. I will be made responsible for the damage I caused to fix it properly, even if that property is my face. Okay, head lift is fine there. 18.2. Is it slowly going up and getting exceeded again? I feel like it shouldn't. Alright, let's check our storage pumps here. Or storage with fluid buffers. You're full. Why are you not getting enough water? I just do not understand. This is net negative in water. Okay, let's see where we're running out. So this is on this separate one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first one in line. That one's good. Second one's good. Third one is not good. This is right at the end before I inject more water. Where am I injecting more water, actually? God, lag. You know what? I think I might be injecting this too late in the system. Is that right? I feel like I checked this earlier. Because I calculated how much water each pump is doing. The first water pump is supplying for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after that, we inject more water. That's where we inject more water, which makes the last 1, 2, 3 have enough water, and that's the end of the line. Is that right? Yes. You think it's not injecting anything? You think my piping is messed up somewhere? Let me check. Did I forget a pipe? This has got water in it. It's got water. Looks like it's flowing. It's going right into here. That's full. That's full. Check the pipe right before the storage tank. Pumps needed somewhere. Maybe. Well, all my head lift looks good on all of them, but let's check. This is the pipe right before into here. And this pipe is full. Storage tank is like basically staying even. If it's not completely full, the pump isn't lifting enough. Are all of my other buffers full? You're full. All of mine are kind of doing the same thing. See, this one is similar to that one. But with this one, I'm still getting just enough water because I calculated it to be the exact amount of water we need. So the first one in line is full. Oh, even the first one's not full. The pond where I'm taking it dried out. Okay. I mean, I could add one extra water extractor, but that would be more water than I need. So I'm just... The water mechanics always throw me off. God, the last one we did worked perfectly. Why is this one not working? Doubling the pumps before the storage. Okay, let's do it. Let's do a second pump here. We have a second pump on all of the ones except for this one. So let's try a second pump here. So we'll go higher up here, and then one right here. So that should be plenty of head lift. Should have no head lift problems here. Let's see. Okay. Head lift looks good on those. Let me go check these guys again. You're 13, you've been staying steady there. 18.2, you've been staying steady there.
Comply.
You're fine. And you're fine. So head lift looks good on all of them. Maybe it was just that. Maybe that just needed one more pump. What's crazy is that this guy is full, but the coal generators in line are not getting the power or the water they need. It's like almost getting the water it needs, almost, but it's not running at 100%. Let me check the water pipe before this guy. Putting two pumps close together does not increase head lift by 0.2%. I know, and people have told me that, but I don't know how else I should place them. People tell me that, but they don't tell me the answer to how I should place the pumps. I've heard that from many people, but I don't know what the alternative is. If I need more head lift than it's providing, where do I put the pumps? This guy running. You need to put the second pump up higher, right where the last head lift ends. Okay. So if I remove this, I should see this head lift go over 20. There's a blue marker at the end of the first pump. Are you talking about that? Is that blue thing where the head lift ends? I know about the bluish circle. People told me about that, but I don't know how to see where it stops. Like, to me, I see the blue circle go all the way along the pipe. I see the blue circle not stop. I mean, are you all seeing that? I've never seen that blue circle end. Ever. Is that the top? The top is right there. That's the top of it. And every time I place it, I have never seen the end of the blue circle. I don't know how to see the end of the blue circle. And I'm pretty sure this is going to exceed my head lift. Which means I need to place another pump up here somewhere. But people always tell me don't put them so close to each other. Are the pipes before the pump completely full as well? Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need a pump further along here. See, it's weird to me. That's probably the issue right there. I look at this and I say, okay, there's no head lift problem, so it should pump it all the way, but I can't. Apparently this is not going far enough. To me, the whole blue line thing is a cool idea, but in practice, If I mouse over this, I can't see the blue thing because of the way the visuals are on this game. I can see that. Looks like it gets to the other pump, but I can't see it from here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say F it and just place more pumps. Just going to say F it. Get frustrated by this pipe thing all the time. This has like... The head lift is so low here. But will my water pipes now actually start filling? I don't even know. You can't have max flow unless pipeline isn't filled up. I don't know what that means. Be cool if the pumps had a color shift indicating water level so you could just see it. Or hey, clear pipes. Yeah, that would be cool. Or maybe those things right there that they put on them that look really cool were an indicator of, like, that's the end of where the water flow is making it or something. This head lift makes it seem like we have enough pumping. Again, I calculated the water extractors to provide exactly enough water for the amount of coal generators I have. So the only issue is if the pumps are not getting the water where I need it to go. I think this is starting to fill up, so maybe this will fix it. Maybe that extra long pipe needed an extra pipe, an extra pump. I almost want to put another pump there just to be sure, but how much power do these things take? It's 4 megawatts per. Feels a little wasted to just place so many pumps. I don't... Extractors don't show their head lift, do they? I don't know how to see head lift of extractors. I know there is head lift on extractors, but I don't... It's like, somebody told me last time, what, it's like 10 meters or something? I don't know how to see that. I honestly don't know how to see if I'm exceeding them. I have pumps pretty close to where the extractors are on all of my pipelines. It isn't very far after their output. Yeah, I think it's like 10 meters or something, but I'm pretty sure my pumps are pretty darn close to all the extractors. Let me just see if that's changed anything over here. Still see a couple red lights over there. Man. Is it any better? 1725 is its max. I haven't seen it hit 1800 yet, which is what would be if all of them are running at one point at one time. If the water line isn't balanced, I'll need more water. But it is balanced. Let me go from the beginning to show you all my calculation for the water. So where's this new pipeline start? Let me explain my logic and you all can tell me where the logic is wrong and how to fix it. Water comes in here. Each one of these guys uses 45 m a minute. I have 8 of them. 45 times 8. 360 water a minute. 8 of those uses 360 cubic meters of water a minute. I am providing that from 3 pumps. Each pump does 120 a minute. 360. Am I short by 20? Hold on a second. Am I really short? I know my pipes have a max 300 per minute. I understand that. They're not all in one pipe. Am I actually not pumping enough water? Then if I'm not, why are my other ones working full time? Not working full time. 45 times 8, 360. 120 times 3, 360. Okay, that is correct. So I'm providing exactly enough water. And the way I'm injecting them is two extractors, I should say, should be 240 a minute, so we do not exceed 300 a minute. So this is two extractors, 300 a minute, being pumped here, up along here, straight up to there, trying to use static pressure or whatever to pump it up to this guy right here, which is full. You need to go, but one thing to think of, if you only have enough to perfectly supply the generators and leave the generators on, they can never fill up. The solution is to leave the generators off till the water supply is in the buffers, and then generators fill up completely, then turn the generators on. Okay. I'm explaining it right now, Mr. Krabby. So I have two pumps supplying 240 water a minute to this fluid buffer, which is going through a pipe, supplying 5 generators before injecting more. So 45 times 5 is 225. We're supplying 240. So we're slightly over supplying 5 generators. Once we hit 5 generators, let me show the piping so I can prove that it's doing what I'm saying it's doing. Where does it start? Where does it start? It starts right here. So that's the ingestion of 240 water per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5th one. After the 5th one, I am injecting one more water pipe, that's that one, in to make up the difference of what's needed for the rest of these. So that's injecting another 120 a minute. You know what I think? I think this needs to be injected before this one. Is that what I did before? Let me go check. Maybe that's where I messed up. Where did I ingest over here? No, I did ingest in the same place where it's going up. Did I do the same thing over here? Yeah, on all 3 of these, I'm actually injecting this water pipe is the extra water. And it's ingested right where the 6th generator starts. I think maybe I need to do what Silver Dragon's Bane said and that is let our fluid buffer fill up. Since it's perfectly balanced, as all things should be, I think I'm going to let the fluid buffer fill. And in order to do that, I'm going to deconstruct this. So this should start filling up. This water should have nowhere to go now. It should start filling. There it goes. And I should even do that with these other guys that weren't completely filled. I think I'm going to do that with all of these. But I'm going to do them one at a time so I don't completely shut off my power. I think I should have to try to have 2 sli. I think you hit enter before you meant to. Okay, so let's let this completely fill up. Because our first one has been full this entire time. This one's been fine the entire time. Let's make sure I don't want to unplug anything and have my power shut off. So. So I'm letting this guy slowly fill. If I let this guy slowly fill to its max, because it's perfectly balanced, this should like stay close to fully supplied with water all the time, I think. Should have 2 splitters. As in one 120M come in, another one for the next generator. In 1 plus 1. You're talking about where I ingest the water? You think I should have it ingest the water before where it's outgesting the water? Let me check that. So I was ingesting it here, I think. So we'll make 2 quick changes. I'll ingest it here instead of there. I'll ingest it into there. I don't know if that'll make a difference, but something to try. All right, so getting closer to being full. That which means all of the pipes outside of it are full. So fluid buffer is going to fill, and we're going to then plug in from there into this one on the right. So we're adjusting water into the last 3. Something you've learned is it's easier for it to flow down versus up in the machine. Well, that's the thing that Vega was talking about with static pressure. All of my water inputs are lower than my fluid buffer. So it flows down and then flows up a little bit, but I think once the fluid buffer is full, this might work. Why are you not still filling? This should still be filling. Why is this not pumping? Did I run out of power? Water's full. Why would the buffer not fill up? Head lift is messed up. All right. All right. Pump. Put an extra pump here. Okay, we exceeded its max head lift. With this guy, hopefully this will fix it. I don't understand head lift. I'm just never gonna understand it. I'm never gonna understand the head lift thing. My brain does not understand how that works. Okay, stop pumping. And I think it's because we didn't exceed the head lift. I'm pretty sure that buffer is full. This should be a full buffer thing of water. Beautiful. Okay, let's plug this in and see if this fixes our problem. To this guy. Plug it in before where we're injecting extra water. This will start losing water, right? Oh no, if you stay full of water, that would actually be perfect. Think of the head being the surface of the water in the pipe in a vertical situation. It doesn't help that there's not a good way to measure height in the game, so it's kind of hard to figure out where you would need a pump. Yeah. Okay, this is staying full. Okay. I think this might be working. I think this might be working. Just slowly going up. I think just letting this fill was the right thing. Okay, so this is going down a little bit. But as things fill, it should go back up, right? I still feel like I shouldn't have a net negative. If is the pump, if the pump is on a straight up and can pull all the water at once, the head lift measures how far up it can push the water in front of it. Okay. This is strange. I measured this. So this means that I am getting less water in than I'm using. Why? Why is that happening when I'm pumping the exact same amount of water as we are using? I'm not exceeding my head lift. I'm not exceeding my head lift. Maybe I underclocked an extractor. Oh, let me check. That's extractors for this one are these guys. This guy's doing 120 a minute. 120 a minute. 120 a minute. This guy's full of water. Should you actually be full? It was probably... I feel like these should not be full. Why is this backed up? I gotta check the entire pipeline. This is... Oh, this is the one that's been full the entire time. Okay, I was looking at the wrong one. The one that's not full is the one providing for the thing that I'm saying is not getting enough water. This should be providing 120 a minute. 45 times 3, 135. That one extractor is not actually providing enough water for the 3 it's supplying, but those 3 should have extra water left over from the first 5 coal generators. Because, like, this thing's full. So this means this is backed up. This means this is not using more than it's providing. So this water pipe should be full, mostly full, all the way back until we inject more water in. Which is right here. I'm injecting more water in here. Yeah, there's only one extractor for that pipeline, yes. What if we connect the full one and not the quite full one together? Yeah, this guy's... The one that I let fill completely back up is now almost empty again. Man, pipe mechanics break my brain. They just break my brain. How's our power looking after all those changes? Still maxing out at 1650. We're not getting to the 1800. I've yet to have all 8 times 3, 24 of my extractors running at one time. Which is crazy to me because the first 16 have been working at full time. It's only these last 8 that I've added. They are not getting enough water, and I have the same exact setup I had before. So you think, what if I connect the full one to the non-full one at the bottom? Okay, let's try that. So you're saying basically, what if we balance the pipes at the bottom? So the pipes at the bottom are coming from those 2 extractors and that one extractor. Where do I connect it? Anywhere or close to the where it goes up? Does it matter? Can I just connect them like right here? Maybe right after a pump on both lines so they're making sure they're flowing in the right direction. Using exact math with fluids in the game doesn't work in most cases. You always supply more than needed since you only have Mark 1 pipes. Capacity is 300. If you overclock 2, you can max a Mark 1 out. 1 pipe can supply 6 without an issue. Like have only 1 extractor to be filled with 2 pipes. Close to the extractors. Okay, well, since my extractors We have pumps right here at both these extractors. Let's connect these two pipes. Maybe that will balance out the fluids. What are you doing? Stop turning around. Oh my god. What are you doing? So there, my pipes are now connected to each other. The way I currently have it is 2 connect there. And then this one connects to there. So if there's backup here, it should flow that way to fill up the one that's not filling up enough. Spaghetti is fascinating, I know, I know. How's head lift? 7. 7. This guy is 3. It's fine. $13. We'll see you later, Eden. Have a good rest of your night, my friend. I'm just checking my head lift after making this change. That head lift went down, so I feel like maybe this means the extra pumping is helping.
Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
So that guy's still full. How are you doing over here? Are you filling? This guy's now not going down. Of course, maybe that was auto-saving. When it... This is like reached equilibrium. +5. Okay. I think that might have fixed it. Yeah. A net of plus some small amount. Which means we're about hitting equilibrium. But we're not running out of water. So I think maybe that did it. Maybe GG to Vega. 1800 megawatts. Yes.
If you like it, then you better put some bits in it.
100 bits for success.
You better put some bits in it. Whoa.
All right, it's still dipping a bit, but I think this will stabilize now. I think. Good job, me. No, good job, Vega. Good job, chat. Really. All right, I'm gonna close this back up with our glass frames here. Now that hopefully I'm done with this. It's strange to me that the I didn't have to do that with my first pipe setup, but it probably just has to do with the vagaries of the way height and head lift works with fluids in this game. I'm gonna chalk it up to that, since I still don't understand it. Okay. All right. And let's see which ones. You're barely going down in water. I'm gonna hope that now that we got that going, it's gonna balance itself out. Dip down to 1650 for a bit. Head lift is independent of volume, you think, or flow. Okay. One of these guys every once in a while goes offline, I think. Let me see which side is it on. Got that yellow one there. I'm gonna kind of just let it do its thing. Hope that all balances itself out. One, I would have enough materials. All conveyors should be upgraded to have better production. I don't need to have Mark III belts on things that the end flow of it. No, I don't need to do any of that yet, Mr. Krabby. All of the protection I have, except for maybe one thing, I've mathed out that the input matches the output. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna start a plan for something, but I'm not going to probably get it started yet today. Industrial beams is, I think, the next thing I'd want to do. Oh, did I get my label for the 6th floor? I need to get my label for the 6th floor. Let's do that. We got labels unlocked today. And I didn't bring my quartz. Feels bad, man. Okay. What's up, Thruthroom? Yay for LCD screens, you know it. I have enough. I have steel beams for days though, so I could upgrade tier 3 beams to a lot, tier 3 belts to a lot of things. And as I maybe start replacing Mark 1 miners with Mark 2 miners, I might actually start doing some of those upgrades, but that'd be a pretty big project that I'm not going to commit to yet. This is steel beams and steel pipes. Floor, 5th floor. Select image of steel beams. And this is 6th floor? 6th floor. Steel beams, steel pipes. Is that right? 5th floor, 6th floor. All right, let's put that at the bottom. Okay. Oh, I already put that one there. Okay. Good. So I'm gonna start a 7th floor. I'm gonna maybe plan out how I'm gonna do the industrial beams. I don't want to go more than 30 more minutes though, because I have a rehearsal in a number of hours, and I need to get some practicing and stuff done before that. So to do that, go here. This open space to there. Industrial encased beams, yeah, whatever those are called. I always forget the name of those things. We're on our 7th floor, everybody. Welcome to the 7th floor. Lingerie, sporting goods. Why is it always lingerie and sporting goods? I don't know. It's the only things I ever go to the mall for, I guess. Wait, what? And I'm out of iron plates. Of course I am. You're back. Did we get the water sorted? I think so. I think so. It's fluctuating higher now, but it is maxing out where it's supposed to at 1800 megawatts. So we did some flow adjustment that will hopefully eventually sort itself out. I might just need to do another water extractor, which I would hate to do because that'd be like mining extra materials that would waste power that we wouldn't need. But I guess the thing would turn off when it's backed up anyway, so it's not a big deal. But still annoys me when it's not. When I math it out and it's not doing what I want it to do. The math is supposed to line up, but it doesn't line up. Okay, grab some more of these guys. If I'm going to do math, darn it, you better work. If you're going to force me to do math and the math doesn't play nice, makes Rand a sad dull boy. A sad doughboy. I'm pre-computing floor numbers for performance reasons. Last floor +1. Is that a programming joke? I feel like that's a programming joke. Okay. So this guy. Oh. Okay. That. And I'm gonna leave that out so I can plug in this guy, which is in the middle of this one right here, I believe. Is that right? I believe that looks right. Go, that gives us power to this floor. Okay. Making batteries would be good too. Oh yeah, I did just unlock those. Maybe I'll play with batteries. Maybe I'll like start the plan for this build, not actually finish it, and then go see how batteries work, because I've not messed with those at all. It can save me from wasting power. I don't know, is there automation for batteries in the game? To like turn on when you need to and that kind of stuff? I love how much more convenient they've made to mass build in this game. Oh, it's such a relief compared to what you used to do for having to build the janky way you used to have to build large amounts of platforms and walls and stuff. Okay. So the output will be here. So it'll be this guy. Put our walls here. All the way across there. 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 Okay, so concrete I would bring in from the back side, but industrial the beams I'd bring in from this side. This is the first time I have the option of bringing them in from two different sides. How would I do it? I guess the way I'd want to do it is have the industrial beams go all the way back over this way. And I mean the steel beams, and I'd have the concrete come in from here. So this is concrete entrance. Base industrial beams might even have come through the floor. Somewhere around here or something. So this would be the input line. So the assembler would be somewhere starting around here. Somewhere like this. Cased industrial beams. Concrete steel beams. Let me get a power line over here, and this might be all I do to like start this planned build. So I can look at power storage, see if that's anything I want to mess with. Okay. And this uses 30 concrete a minute and 24 steel beams per minute. We are making 3 constructors worth of steel beams a minute. 45. 48. So I can do 2 if I underclock one of them. Man, I'd have to get a lot more steel beams going if I wanted to get 2 of these guys. I might just start with one of these dudes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the concrete here, put a smart splitter so that the overflow goes to where my concrete is going. So let's put a... How much is it? 30 per minute. Let's just do, I think we have a Mark II belt. Let's do a Mark II guy right here. Right there. So that will be in. Perfect. So that'll be where we bring in concrete. I'm going to have to bring the steel beams up. All right. All right, this is the last thing I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna look at power storage because I haven't looked at it, and I kind of want to see how that works. Still not holding steady. It's better than it was. I think I'm gonna have to do another water pump because of how long our water line is or something. What does power storage look like? Stores 100 megawatts for an hour. Connected to a power grid to store excess power production. The stored power can be used later in case of high consumption. I need to make some shaders for this to work. Just overclock one pump slightly. Maybe that's the way to go, yeah. Maybe the one that's by itself. Stators. Let me make a couple of these guys. Make like 10 of these and see what a power storage thing looks like. All right, what are you? You're a giant battery. That's where you can plug it in. Configure power storage. Okay. So if I just plug this in to my power, what happens? Does it start charging? Time until full, an hour. Interesting. Hey, my production stayed at 1800 for a decent amount of time there. They have two connections, so you can set up a lot connected to each other. Okay. I mean, this seems kind of nice if you're worried about over draining from your power, but then it just kind of delays the problem you'd have of not producing enough power. I'm not 100% sure how useful this is. I guess I'll build two of them because I can. Where do I want to build a couple power storage things? Maybe behind here. Can they fit in here? Giggity, that's what she said. That go through the ceiling? Yeah, it does. Okay, I don't want to do that. We actually have kind of this open space here, so let's build two here real quick. Throw this on 7 here. Is that centered? Yeah. Okay. It could complement the water towers on the other side. There you go. It looks so good. Complementary tower stuff. Or you mean like line them up with the other ones? I'll just do this. I'll let these guys charge just for something. It's a backup for emergency needs when generators go offline. Yeah. All right, last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna overclock this one. Do I have my I only have 2 power things left. I'm gonna have to go get more slugs. I'm gonna slightly overclock the one that is not filling up, which is, I believe, this one. Yeah, this one never fills up with water. How much do I want to overclock it? What did I say? 45 times 3 is 135. And so I want it to do 135. Let's have it do exactly that much. Enough to supply the 3. Over 9,000? You guys put it about 120%? Can you make generators turn off when batteries are full? I don't know, Telotro. I don't know if there's automation for... I don't know if there's if-then switches or logic things in the game that let you do stuff like that. Alright, well, we'll go over a little bit what this is, so we'll go 120%. I'm cool with that. 144 a minute. With that slight overclocking, which I really dislike doing, I'm hoping this will start staying steady. Oh, it even shows a battery on this now that we have battery. Oh wow, is that immediately fixing our issue? Nope, it went down a little bit. It's like a backup. It's not intended for turning your generators on and off. Why do I dislike overclocking? It's not that I dislike it. It's that the devs said in the last in their video about the next update that they're going to change it. So I don't want to invest too much into a system that's going to change in the next month or two. Although if I'm going to overclock anything, a water generator or a coal miner, those are the things I would overclock. So I don't hate it. I like to avoid it so that I'm not having a bunch of things break when they change how the system works.
Thanks for subscribing to the
Hey Ren, thanks for 27 months in a row, my friend. That's awesome. That's a lot of cookies. It is a lot of cookies. All right. I know it's early, my friends, but I think I'm going to call it there so I can get ready for my rehearsal. We got good stuff done today. We got steel automated. I'm going to fill in this hole that's been sitting here this entire time. We got the beginnings of steel automated. We upgraded our power, which is a max of 1800, which will hopefully one day actually stay at the max of what it's supposed to be. We have a max consumption potential of 1129, so we still have a little bit of expansion we can do. I'm probably going to have to start overclocking my coal mines if I want to increase more coal power. Give in to the hate, Rand, yeah. You don't think it'll change a lot, just balancing power? From what I read about what they're doing with the overclocking is instead of having it be, they're going to have it be linear instead of exponential, or they were experimenting it be those things. I'm not super knowledgeable on how that works. Oh, there's a little gauge on the side of that. That's cool. So I can see visually. I kind of want to turn those now so I can see those easier from the side, but I'm not going to move them right now. But my friends, I hope you all had a good time. Always have a blast. How many tickets do we got just to see at the end of the stream? We used 20 earlier, back up to 8 coupons. So our overflow, I love that I'm seeing things flow and not be all backed up, because that means our overflow's going into here. And we have some pretty high tech stuff going in there. Quick wire, modular frames, steel stuff, occasional rotor coming through. So we are just feeding the machine. Making really good progress. We're going to play some more of this on Tuesday. Tomorrow I'll play some Elden Ring as long as my save wasn't lost. And I'm going to get going so I can practice, eat some stuff, and prepare for rehearsal tonight. So until next time, thank you all for all the support. Bits, follow, subs, give subs, lurking, hanging out, helping me figure out water in this weird fluid mechanic game. But until next time, y'all have a great night, and I will see you all tomorrow. If not, have a great weekend. Peace out. Y'all rock. Have a great night. Later, my friends.